Good morning. I'm Bobbi Carducci, the imperfect caregiver. I took care of my father-in-law, Roger, for 7 years. A lot of mornings during that time, this was as good as it gets. Me, exhausted, sleep deprived, desperately needing this cup of tea. Having stayed awake half the night, thinking about what I did that day before and what was going to happen now. Roger had Parkinson's disease, dementia, C.O.P.D, congestive heart failure, severe swallowing problems, and schizophrenia that resulted in several hospital stays during his lifetime. It was a challenge, that's for sure. He often said there was nothing wrong with him, that I was the one that was crazy. And a lot of times I thought maybe he was right. One day, I was taking him to the hospital for multiple doctor visits, 40 miles down the road, and he was completely agitated that day. He kept fussing with his seatbelt and reaching for the car door, and I was terrified he was going to jump out of the car. I was so relieved when we got to the hospital safely, but then there was the trip home. He started almost as soon as we got in the car. He didn't want to have the seatbelt on. As soon as I moved, he would pop it open. And I'd say to him, "You have to wear your seatbelt." "Not all the time," he said. I said, "Yeah, you have to wear it, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble with the police." "Well, you didn't get in trouble with the police before." And this went on. I'd start to drive, he'd take the seatbelt off, I would pull over. I'm sure the cars behind us on the highway was wondering what was happening with this woman. One time I pulled over and he just dug in. There's no way he was going to put that seatbelt on. So we sat there for a while, and I turned on the radio and I started to sing. Well, you don't want to hear me sing. I mean, it's bad. But I sang along with the song, and when it ended, he looked at me and he said, "You going to go?" And I said, "You going to put your seatbelt on?" And he said, "No." I said, "No, I'm not going to go." So I started singing with the next song, and the next one after that, until finally he said, looked over at me and he said, "Stop singing." And I looked back at him and I said, "Put your seatbelt on." Well, he did, and I pulled out and I started to drive, and I'd gone a little ways down the road, and he looked at me and he said, "You're a little bit crazy, you know that?" And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, but I sing really well, don't I?" And he said, "No, you don't." But he never took his seatbelt off again. And that's what I understood, that you don't always have to know what you're doing in order to do something. And sometimes being a little bit crazy is exactly what's called for. And the funny thing is, as stressful as I thought that day was, it turned out to be one of my favorite memories of him. So I hope that you agree with me that sometimes when you just don't know what to do, it's just important to do something. And being a little bit crazy might be just the thing. Thank you.